Hey, what's up YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. As always, please like, click, subscribe, and give us a like for the video too, if you like. So, follow up from last week's video, because we've gotten a lot done. Wanted to show you the progress that we've made. So over here, we've gone ahead and planted a second rose bush to go along with the first. And we've started to do some work over here. I know it doesn't look like much, but been thrashing to get some of this, really dead grass out. We're going to have a decorative bed go in here that will probably just contain mostly native plants and things that are not necessarily, for food, but are just for landscaping purposes to make the house look better. And unfortunately, the tulip didn't make it. I don't know what happened. I suspect that it got mowed. That's really the most likely thing to have occurred. So, not a whole lot to show there. But the real magic is all of the work that we've put into the backyard. You may remember that we had a huge, enormous pile of dirt in the driveway that we had to move by hand. That is done. No more gigantic pile of dirt. Sorry for the noise. Let's go ahead on in. All right, sunroom and backyard. So the first thing is we built a compost bin. And phase one of just, creating the compost bin and putting a little bit of dirt, and now we're starting to throw compostable, vegetables and the like in there is done. I went to one of the big box stores for, lumberyard, home improvement, blah, blah, blah. And they would not cut a sheet of plywood for me. So I'm going to end up having to just make a lid for this myself. We moved the old fish tank stand with the strawberries on it over onto the pallet I built for the buckets, which are growing potatoes. We had a bad frost that killed all of the plants, so this is round 2 of planting this year in all of these beds. Those are good. And we got this one filled up finally and got that full of plants. And this is mostly going to be onions, peppers, tomatoes. There's one, I don't know if you can see it, but there's one lone asparagus that's coming up here from last year. So probably won't be able to harvest that this year, but hopefully next. And then over here is where the rest of that dirt went. And this has got your typical 3 sisters over on the right. So corn, beans, and various types of squash. And then over here are mostly just beans, and I've got one sage plant growing over there. And then here are the lovely trees again. And we had a really bad frost. I think I may have mentioned that in the last video, I'm not sure. But as you can see, the plants weathered that just fine. Not having any problems with them whatsoever. So I don't know if we're going to get fruit this year. I think it's probably not terribly likely. If we do, there'll probably only be a few, but hey, they're in the ground. And then over here is, and I know it doesn't look like it right now, but this is our partial shade bed. So this has got radish in it. It's got cabbage. It's got some other herbs and a few other plants. So, yeah, as you can see, we've actually been really busy. Oh, and for those who are curious, I'm sure everybody but me knew it anyway. I confirmed this is actually a rose plant, which is unfortunately growing here right on the corner of the side of the house. That's going to have to go. at some point. So there you have it. Oh, and big ladder because we cleaned the gutters. So there you have it. That's the update for this week. As always, comment, like, subscribe, and share.